Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. My name is David Aqua. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I have just completed Batman Arkham Knight. I finished around, I just woke up. After I finished the game, I took a long nap. So it is June 24th, 2015. I completed the game around 3 o'clock. And just doing the campaign missions, you saw right there, 41%. So I'll get into it a little bit, but as you can see here, New Story Plus is unlocked. Let's see, and when it comes to the Batmobile skins, you actually unlock the Joker Mobile, which you did play as towards the end of the game, and it was a pretty cool segment, by the way. I kind of hope they make a DLC or something like that. Let's see, bat suits. You actually have this Batsuit 8.04, which is resistant to wear and tear. I already got these two. This is from just from buying at GameStop. You get this skin and this skin, Justice League 3000, right? This one, if you go to WB Plays or whatever it is, you get this anime Batman skin. This is free if you sign up for, where is it? This one, WB Play. All right. What other extras do we have? The story synopsis. Yeah. Oh, I don't want to spoil anything. These screenshots actually spoil the game a little bit. So 87 out of 87. We have all these now. Okay, let me lower the volume a little bit. Oh. Yeah, spoiler alert. So I'm not going to show you the rest of that. Here, let's go to the actual store. I'll show you what you get. By the way, it took me about, it said 16 hours and 40 something minutes. I don't know the exact number, but I would say it took me about, let's see if it's 16. I would say about 20 hours. Okay, 18-20 hours, because there was a lot of times where I had to replay stuff. You know, I would say there was good 2-3 hours of me trying to, trial and error, you know, when it comes to boss fights. Alright, shut up, Riddler. So you can see here, this is the main storyline right here, right at the top. It says 100%. It says case closed too.
Work, Master Bruce. Threat removed. Now would be the perfect time to reassert your control of the city.
Alright, so there's a ton of side missions to do. I want to give you my mini review, at least the main campaign. I did play the Harley Quinn story mode, and it was really short, by the way. I would say if you knew what you were doing, you probably can finish that in like 20 minutes. Because I finished it in like half an hour. The main story mode, I would say 16 hours. 15 hours maybe. Yeah, I would say 15 hours, yeah. If it took me about 17 hours, that would say 15 hours to complete the actual campaign mode. But I haven't done any of these. Like these, the Two-Face missions, these Penguin missions. Lucius Fox is still missing. I still need to find Lucius Fox, you know? There's still a lot of stuff to do. Disarming bombs, and oh yeah, the Riddler trophies, of course. I don't think I actually, I got 10 out of 243. I don't know if I'll actually go for the Riddler trophies at all, actually. It's just too much, I think. Oh yeah, the Man-Bat stories too, the missions. So I still got a lot of content to do. Look, less than half, 42%. I've only done 42% just by completing the main campaign, the main story mode. All right, the one with the Arkham Knight and the Scarecrow and stuff like that. So during my gameplay, they actually locked out the spoilery parts. I could not stream it on Twitch. They actually block out the scene. So everyone who was watching me on Twitch only saw a blue screen, and they can still hear the audio from my microphone. And yeah, so you didn't see the parts where it's like a Gears of War game. There's this one part where you drive in the Joker mobile, and then you play this Gears of War gameplay, and then another time you actually play as a first-person shooter. So it's like Joker with a shotgun, but you're in first person and try to shoot all these Batman statues. Okay? Now you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with the story and stuff like that? It ties in. Don't worry, it ties in. I thought it was really clever. My favorite part of the game. My favorite part of the game is when they fought. You know, when you're fighting the goons, the minions, or whatever you want to call them. You know. And there's two characters on the screen, like during the campaign, the main story mode. I believe you teamed up with Catwoman, Nightwing, and Robin. Okay, and during those fights, like you're just fighting like normally, but I press L1 and it does like a combo move, and then it switches over to the other character, and I thought that's really cool. And I hope that during these side missions, there's more of that. Okay? The worst part of the game, my least favorite part, are the driving missions. Oh my god, the part where you have to fight all those tanks. This game really, like, be prepared. You'll be fighting monotonous tanks throughout the game. I don't know how these the bad guys are able to afford all this machinery, but yeah, you have to fight a bazillion tanks throughout this game. I would say overall, probably like 100 or 200 tanks during the story mode, the main missions. Is it better than Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Asylum? No, I would not say so. This game wasn't as memorable. See, what made those previous games memorable were the boss fights. You know, you're fighting Mr. Freeze, Clayface, Poison Ivy, you know? This game, I believe there was like 3 or 4 boss fights where you're fighting the Arkham Knight. There are, like, let's see. I'm trying to think right now. It started at the beginning with a helicopter. The Arkham Knight in a helicopter. And then there was another one where he's like inside a big giant drill and you're underneath. And oh yeah, there's like 2 parts to that too. There's 2 parts to that. And then there's like when, you know, the Arkham Knight finally reveals his identity, and then you have a boss fight fighting, you know, the actual person. I'm not going to reveal who it is. But yeah, there's like 4 boss fights with the Arkham Knight. Whereas in the previous games, you're fighting all these memorable moments, you know. Seeing like the Penguin, and you have to get a specific gun to be able to fight the Penguin. That was cool, you know. And there's Bane, and you had a couple like versions of Bane, like even you know, like fighting the Joker, and he's all roided up and stuff like that. He turned into like a Joker Bane, you know, a Bane Joker or whatever you want to call it. Those boss fights were cool, you know, and sometimes I actually try to go back and play it again and stuff like that. This game, I don't want to play the boss fights again. I don't want to sit in the Batmobile at all, to be honest with you. I thought it was more fun just to glide across the city and stuff like that rather than sit in the Batmobile and travel. You know, at least from the, you can go from the top and see the city and stuff like that. Should have done more exploration with the city though. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing all these other side missions. Look, we've only done like less than half the game, so we got a lot more to do. Okay. But yeah, 100% the story mode. I told you my favorite stuff, least favorite. A lot of twists and turns in this game too. I really like the main missions. There were some annoying part. The most annoying part of the game was trying to travel through this tunnel. Like you have to, like it was like under the sewer system or something like that. You have to drive the Batmobile through it, right? And you have to try to drive it so you're like upside down in the tunnels and stuff like that. And there's like places that are blocking the way. Then you have to drive the Batmobile fast enough to go upside down and then go through that way. That was really annoying. I think it took me like 2 streams, you know, of that. You know, when I stopped the stream and then we have to restart it and stuff like that. But overall, I really enjoyed the game. Not much to say else. Not much else to say. Which suit do I have? I have the normal suit. Okay. But yeah, everyone saw the various skins, the unlockables that I got now. Jeez, Riddler, you talk too much. Beautiful graphics, by the way. It's very unfortunate, and this happened with the previous games too. Watch that, what is it, Fathers and Sons trailer or whatever it is? That game, that trailer had some of the best graphics I've seen for Batman, and that's not representative of this game. Like, if you look at these graphics and look at that pre-rendered cutscene trailer, it's actually, like, the graphics are, like, you know, they work harder on that one trailer, the announcement trailer, the Fathers and Sons trailer, than they did with this. Alright? Not to say that the graphics are still, you know, amazing. Look at this, the rain. Oh yeah, I played this game for like 16 hours. It's still nighttime, by the way. Is it daylight? Nope, it's nighttime. That's the moon. The game, there's no daytime part. Even though you're playing for hours upon hours, it doesn't never change to daytime. The entire game takes place at night. Alright, so, oh yeah, the, not this. Not that. Where's my, oh yeah. Look, I've done very little when it comes to upgrades. I upgraded my Batsuit, you know, to be able to take more like, it's all armor related stuff. Look, armor. I didn't upgrade that. I upgraded 1 combat. What'd I do with the combat? I upgraded 1 combat, and that is this, it's this one. It's critical strikes. Wait, no, I didn't even unlock that. What'd I do? What'd I upgrade? This? No? It's gotta be that. Yeah. Yeah, I can't buy it again. I bought critical strikes, be able to do critical strikes. The Batman, both armor related stuff, like how to get through. I want to be able to last longer in combat, you know, so I upgraded my armor and my weapon damage. All I focused on was my weapon damage. That was it. That got me through the game. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only upgrade 10 out of a lot of a moves list. Oh, I didn't even see this. Look, you can see all the moves and stuff like that. I got through the game just pressing square. Yeah, that's it, everyone. That is the game. Batman Arkham Knight for the PlayStation 4, the next gen of consoles. And I really enjoyed it. I finished the main campaign. Let's go ahead and do some of these side missions, shall we? Which one should we start first? This guy doesn't even see me.
I can't take the minigunner down silently.
Alright, let's get out of here. Thank you for watching, people. And let's go ahead and do some side missions. I'm going to stop the stream. I'm just going to restart it again. Alright? So we'll be right back here. But I just want to stop it so I can put this on YouTube. My review of the game. Alright, so thank you for watching. Let's end right here and end the stream. Stop, bro.